be here. I'm finally at the very end of the season getting my spring favourites video filmed. I've been trying to do this for about the last 6 weeks. I try and do it usually mid-season, so it should have been done mid-October. Here we are with just days left in November and I'm finally getting it filmed. And I'm on a bit of a deadline. I've got half an hour before Christy comes home from school. Spring's always weird here because we have Halloween in the middle of it, so we do all the Halloween decoration and we have like the oranges and the blacks and that sort of for Halloween, but it's springtime, so we're very backwards to everyone else and the rest of the world except for South Africa. So anyway, I'll try and do this quite quickly because as I said we have a time crunch. So I'll just, I've got everything here in a little tub, so I'll pull things out and show you. So I'll start in the shower. So I've got a couple of shower gels and products to show you that I've been really loving once the weather started to warm up, which was kind of mid-September probably it started to get warm. I went straight to the Coconut Lime Breeze from Bath & Body Works. This is actually one I'm about to start. I just finished off one of the squeezy bottles, but I thought I'd bring down the nicer bottle and show you. So love that, love the smell of that for in the shower, and then of course after the shower have to have the matching moisturiser, and that's a really nice moisturiser. So you guys in America are probably going, oh, we're going into fall scents, not Caribbean coconut smells, but yeah, love those too. And I also have been loving, I love this all through winter as well because I only just discovered it sort of at the end of August, and I'm pretty sure it was in my autumn. I'm pretty sure it was in my autumn favourites. Could have even been winter, I don't know. Anyway, I'm still loving the Crabtree and Evelyn Tarot and Orange. Is that right? Tarot Orange bath and shower gel. Just love this, but it's so funny because whenever I use it I'm just instantly transported to Germany, which is where I first used this. So love that. And of course you've got to have matching scents. I don't always use a matching moisturiser and stuff, but if I have matching ones I tend to use it. But I've got the Body Souffle as well, which is to die for. Absolutely love this. It's really thick and very moisturising, so yeah, but I'm kind of savouring this a bit because it's probably my absolute favourite body moisturiser at the moment. And because I sort of realised this was expiring soon and it was Halloween, I've been finishing off this Twilight shower gel. So again, I think that's a beautiful scent for winter and the cooler month, but I've been finishing off. It's nearly gone. You'll see it in the empty video very soon, but yeah, that's really nice. So that's the three I've sort of been mixing and matching with. The Crystal Essence deodorant. Finally I have found a natural deodorant that actually does the job. And I have tested this with exercising and having it on for a whole day and then exercising, and it's still, I probably don't smell beautiful, but I don't have bad body odour or anything like that. So yes, I definitely recommend this one. The other ones that I have recommended before in the past have been alright in the winter, but once the weather warmed up they just weren't doing the job from iHerb. It's got a few skincare things, so I'll take you through those first. Now I've mentioned a few different rosehip oils, and really I don't think any of them are that different to the other, but I'm really loving this Trilogy one. It's funny, when I first got it I didn't really like it, and I used some other ones and I come back to it and now I'm really loving it. I think my skin really loves it, but I think any rosehip oil is just, skin just loves it. It's fantastic. So I'm so pleased that I discovered rosehip oil. I do thank Coral for that because Coral was the first one I'd used. This one's got a really nice smell as well. I think any that are affordable, or sort of fits in your price range, are really good. So loving the Trilogy rosehip oil at the minute, and I think this one was ranked, like when they did one of the, I can't think who it was, like a magazine voting, like Priceline voting or something. This I think came up as the top rated one. I've also been enjoying the Natio. Now I know how to pronounce it probably. Natio, this is a clay and plant face mask purifier. I like this one because it's actually a clear face mask. So not too scary if I'm putting it on when Kevin's home. So usually I don't like to do face mask. I mean, I've been married for 20 years and he's seen me in all sorts of states, but I don't like to put a face mask on really in front of him. Anyway, but this one I don't mind. It's a nice clear one and it seems to do a nice job. Okay, I've also been loving, as you see this is nearly finished, the Nude by Nature Natural Tinted Mineral Moisturiser with Sun Cream. Now this is the one I use if I just want something on my face, but I don't want to do the whole foundation routine. Might just be going to the shops, or some friends might pop me over, but don't want to do full on makeup, but I want a little bit of coverage, then I'll use that. And I've actually purchased another one of these because I really, really like it. It's really nice. And I've also been loving the Natio, what do I call, Renew Line and Wrinkle Day Cream with the SPF 15. This is the first one I have found, moisturiser with the sun protection, that's actually got a really good texture. I think I had one years ago and then they changed the formulation and it became really rich and too much for the day. Really, really like that. So I use that every day, unless I'm using this one with it, it has the sunscreen, and then I might use one of my other day moisturisers. I've got a couple that don't have sunscreen in them, but usually I use that. And at the moment, most days I'm using, if I'm going out, I'm using the Natio moisturiser, and then I'm using my new Natio foundation with the medium coverage, which is what I've got on today. Really happy with this. This colour is Light Honey. I call it Natio Invisible Blend Foundation. And I'm really, really happy with this. Finally found another foundation that seems to do a good job, almost probably as good a job as the MAC one. I can't really see much difference in it. It may not be quite as much coverage, but I don't need a full coverage makeup. My skin's really good. Oh gee, I sound like whatever. Thanks to the rosehip oil. My skin is really good at the moment, so I don't need a full coverage, so I like this, but it doesn't have sun protection, so that's where my moisturiser, they do well together. That's what I've got on today. And to go with my foundation, I've been absolutely loving this Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I think this does a superb job of applying foundation. I really consider myself to be a novice when it comes to putting on makeup. I've done it all my life, but I don't feel I'm anyway experienced at all. So this seems to do a really good job, and it seems to blend everything really well. Oh, so here somewhere, dog fur I think actually, and just makes my job easy. So yeah, I really like that. I mean, I like most of the brushes, but in particular this one for my foundation I find is brilliant. Favourite blusher at the moment, I've already done my foundation, is this Blush and Bronze by Natio. Sensing a theme, I've fallen in love with Natio. This is the Sheer Delight, and you would have seen this many times before. And I just tend to swirl my brush around and apply it. And again, that's what I have on today. It's just very light. Obviously you could build it up to whatever coverage colour you want. You can use the little lighter colours for highlighting. I'm not clever enough to know how to do that. So I just swirl it around and put it on my cheeks and hope for the best. Hope I don't have too much of a heavy hand, which I can do. Still absolutely loving this Sephora eyeliner, which is now this big. And this is the Taupe Flashy Liner Waterproof Taupe one. I've actually still got another spare one, but I've gone through probably what half, I don't know how big the pencil was when I started it. Love that still. Still just hands down my favourite colour for my colouring. Got two eyeshadows to share with you. Now, unfortunately this one's a bit banged up. This is the Wet n Wild Cool as a Cucumber. I've worn this quite a lot through the spring. I think I've worn a lot of green colours, so it's a bit of a mess, unfortunately. This was one that got broke when Kevin shipped it from America, but I've still got enough I can use, and I've worn that, I'd say probably once a week right through spring. And this one is my real favourite, and I think I've worn this like the last 3 or 4 days in a row. This is the Essence Sun Club. This is number 1 South Beach. Just love this. You can just do so many different looks with this. So you've got your neutrals. I've been using the green today. I actually went the bright blue today. I don't know if you can see that or not. The glasses won't back open. So you can get lots of different looks with this. I really think this is just, I think, how brilliant would this be for travel? Not that I'm traveling anywhere, but this I think just would be, that would be what I would take. Brilliant. They're easy to apply. I think you can use them wet as well and get sort of a more intense colour, but I can get enough usually without doing that. I haven't done that today. So yeah, really like that. I've actually bought myself another one to go on my Christmas stocking. Not the same colour, a different palette. So I'm excited to get that, but it's going in my stocking. You might have noticed in recent vlogs, if you've been watching them, is my penchant, is that the right word, for bright pink lips. Don't quite know where it's come from. But yeah, I've really stepped out of my comfort zone and going the bright pink. So at the moment I have on this cherry brown hot pink. It's an Australian one. It's a natural lipstick. So you get your bright pink. This one I think is very similar. There's another Natio one. And this is Rose. It's probably perhaps a little bit more in an intense colour. They're quite similar actually. This is Rimmel Kate 105. So yeah, they're the colours I've been going for. If I've not been wearing them, it's usually been like an odd colour, an apricot one. And in keeping with the hot pink theme, it's gone to the nails as well. Excuse how chipped these are. These need to come off. This isn't actually a favourite because this is the first time I've worn this one, so couldn't really include it in spring favourites yet. But I have some other hot pinks to share with you. So first of all, we've got OP's Kiss Me On My Tulips, which I'm pretty sure I would have featured last spring as well. Just love that colour. It's gorgeous. I've got it on my toes at the moment and I've had it on my hands and toes at various times throughout the month. The other one I've rediscovered thanks to Christina Pink So Foxy is the Australis Bombshell, which I actually had in my collection. And sort of redug it out and started wearing it. Probably more of a summer colour, but we've had some it's hot today, I've got the air conditioning on. So some of our spring days are very summer-like, so hot pink nail polish. Also still loving this Natio Wonder, which is more of an orange colour. Really love that colour, it's a sort of a pinky orange, orangey pink. Love that. I think that's a beautiful spring colour. I was wearing that a lot early in spring. And also this Liquid Sands, which is Get Your Number. I love that. I've worn that a number of times as well. It's hard with nail polish for me because I have so much nail polish. I tend not to re-wear a lot in a particular time frame. So if I've worn something 2 or 3 times, well then I know that's a favourite for that season. That's how we do it. And also this new Face to Australia Carnival one, which is called Masquerade. Gorgeous. It's very much like the Liquid Sands. Applies really well and seems to have very good staying power. Which those sort of glitter, these aren't quite a glitter. They've got glitter in them, but they're not heavy, intense glitter, and they're much easier to get off than a glitter polish. That's these sort of Liquid Sands ones, and this is very similar. Got a couple of perfumes to share with you. What I've been wearing again in spring, and this is Dot by Marc Jacobs. Really love that. I didn't wear it at all probably through winter. As soon as the weather warmed up again, I went back to that one. And I'd been wearing this one through winter because I only bought it in autumn. And this is C by Chloe. But again, very much a nice, and I think this could be an autumn or a spring scent. So you can see I only bought this, I got this in Germany, so I've actually gone through a lot of that bottle. Like, that's been pretty well worn. Yeah, that makes sense, you wear perfume. Okay, I've had to do a quick switch to my little camera because the other one's not charging, and I want to get this done before Chrissy comes home and wants to use her desk, which is where I'm sitting. So I've got a few more things to do, few more things to show you, and that is some jewellery. And for the life of me now, I can't remember where this came from. So this little owl necklace, just gone totally blank. Can't remember where I got it from. I've worn that quite a number of times. I've also worn these earrings an awful lot. I've got quite a few things, not what I'm wearing today, quite a few tops that have got that sort of colour in. So these colours I've worn a lot of through spring. My very favourite spring earrings I've had for a couple of years now, and you would have surely noticed them by now. These little birds. I bought them through Brands Exclusive. They were a sale, a jewellery sale. Just love them. They're really, really good quality. Kind of wish I could remember where they sort of came from. Wish I'd bought more because they were really, really nice. My other sort of fashion accessory is okay. I had to go buy another pack of. Didn't want to run out, and I've got one in my hair at the moment. So yeah, so I'm wearing one in my hair, and I couldn't find the other two. This is why I went and bought another packet of these. What they call it switchets. Excuse me for itchy nose. This is a 21 hair elastic and bracelet, and these are from Woolworths. I think they're fantastic. So they've got, that's the one I've got in my hair at the moment, and these two are obviously lying around the house. And I just, if I've got my hair down, I'm going to pull back today, but if it's just down, I'll put one of these on my wrist, and then if it gets hot, I can just pull my hair up, no worries. So I think they are, I said that's why I went and bought another packet, because I probably should have to go and get another spare, because two are around the place somewhere, and they might turn up, but they may not. So if you've got long hair, these are brilliant. I hope they come out with some different colours and stuff sometime, but yeah. Not often I get really excited about a fashion thing, but these I think are fantastic. Okay, so bags. I started off early spring using my new Fossil bag that again I got in Germany. I started off using that a lot earlier in the spring, and then the last couple of weeks I've turned to this bag, which is a bag I've had for a number of years. I really can't see what I'm showing you, okay, so hopefully you can see well enough. It's a big bag. I went on holidays to Nelson's Bay with my parents a few years ago. We go most Christmases for a week with them, and at the time the bag I took wasn't big enough to cope with carrying jackets and drinks and stuff for the kids, so I had to go and buy a bag on that occasion, and this is the one I got. The brand is Urban Originals, and I've just gone back to it because again, just as you can see, it matches the top I'm wearing today. It just seems to go with a lot of stuff in my wardrobe at the moment. But I did buy a new bag today, a new blue crossbody bag from Suzanne, which I am in love with. But since it is now the 28th of November, I didn't feel I could include it in the spring favourites, but I'm pretty positive it'll be in the summer favourites because I'm very, very happy with that bag. Yeah, so those are the two bags I was using mainly through spring. And I've just got a couple of food favourites for you. Firstly, my Twinings Christmas tea, which I bought in this cute tin. If you watch my grocery hauls, you would have seen that. And it came with these little white sachets. But I also bought two other boxes from iHerb, which were these sachets. I think they're for last year's sachets, perhaps. I don't know. Anyway, they taste exactly the same. Currently enjoying one in my new Christmas mugs. It's one mug. It was a set of 4 Christmas mugs. Love the mugs. So they can go in my spring favourites as well, because since I bought them, which was a couple of weeks ago now, I've been using these Christmas mugs. Even before the decorations went up, the mugs were in use. So yeah, love the Twinings Christmas tea. I wish I could get loose leaf, because I much prefer a loose leaf tea, but they don't seem to. Actually, my friend Leanne said you could buy loose leaf on their website. So I've got my bags to use up now, so I'll do that. My other new discovery of food was these blue tortilla chips, which are now sold in Coles. I think I've had these used before, but I had to get them from an organic shop. They're not very expensive. They're probably still expensive, but they're really, really nice. So the last few times I've had nachos, I've had these. Love them. Now I tried normal corn chip. I go, oh, it just feels a bit bland. I don't know. Really, really like these. And of course, being spring, late spring, we have summer fruits. So mangoes have been around now for probably 4 or so weeks. So we've been loving the mangoes and the nectarines. And we've just started to get cherries, but again, they can't really go into spring favourites. They'll have to go into summer. What smells so good? I think I'm going to go eat that right now. Favourite movies would have to be Catching Fire. Fantastic. We saw in Gold Class last week. A favourite TV show, we've been loving watching Modern Family with the girls. And I don't have anything else in particular that we watched. And we've been really enjoying the new series with Glee as well, the new season. I was a bit fed up last season. It seemed to be, I don't know, I wasn't that happy with it, this new season. Really enjoying. And music, okay, and for music, I've actually got into a lot of Amy's music, which is sort of weird, but I think that she, like, years ago, I sort of heard it playing, and probably heard it a few times, and go, well, I like that song, so she's been downloading me, or sharing with me some of her songs. What are you doing, Rosie? She's been under the table beside me. But my own music is, what I'll share is Luke Konnard, who is a YouTuber. Really like his album. I actually pre-ordered it as part of supporting, help the production fee or something or other. I pre-ordered that. Got the download, the disc, signed postcard, and a t-shirt. So that was my way of sort of giving a little bit of help, I guess, to someone. So yeah, so I've really been enjoying that. And obviously we're coming into summer, so it's kind of good timing for a summer themed album. But yeah, you can check out his YouTube channel if you want to hear some of his songs, but I really, really like it. Yeah, that is it for my spring favourites. And I don't know if I'm going to do summer favourites now. I don't want to do it in 6 weeks. I'm hoping about two months or so. I guess I'll do my summer favourites since I'm so late doing the spring ones. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed. If you've got any recent favourites you'd like to share with me, spring or autumn for you, fall for you guys in America. It's always hard when we have different seasons. Anyway, I will say goodbye and hope this video has turned out. And I will see you next time. Okay, bye.